Howdy gang, Tiger is back. Oh, let me get comfortable. So, it's been a while. I've been traveling and I've been doing a lot of shopping. And I was going to show you some of the cool things I bought in my very best Shatner. No, not the best. Look at this guy. He got a great purple monster, mine. Picked him up for €1 somewhere. He still needs to be washed though. I haven't washed him yet. I'll do that at home because where I have a dryer. Because here we don't, and then he's full of water and it'll take a week to dry. But he's cool, isn't he? I love him. And I also got for myself this picture of Berlin. Those of you who are on my personal pages somewhere, Facebook, Instagram, may have seen the similar shot because I took that from the bus station while I was waiting for the bus. It's right across the street from there, and that's also where I grew up. The street where I lived the first few years of my life, and then in between, in my 20s again, was right down the road from there. And I also bought so much stuff that I had to buy another suitcase. This little piece, I don't know if this was a doctor's case. It's like 2 centimeters too large to fit on the bus, but I snuck it on anyways. I was lucky that he didn't have the patience to argue with me because he tried to get me to put it in the luggage compartment. But I had some personal stuff in there too that I needed, like my dinner and my book. So that's how I brought all those goodies back from Franconia. Those of you who have to look it up, it's part of, technically, Bavaria. However, don't tell the people who live there, they live in Bavaria. They do not agree with that at all. That is, that's an insult. But look at all the cool things I bought. For instance, all sorts of tins. This one is the Faber-Castell. You have them in the States too. And there are still the original pens in there, the little pens. There is a navy cut tobacco pin. And again, I don't have a background white thing. But I have this. Oh, if that would work. And there's Maclean, which of course we know is the train company. There are some old screws and stuff in there, rusty gold. I think they're pretty cool, so I keep them in there. And look at the horsies, horsies. This is again pipe tobacco, what used to be in there. And here's a real old one. I have no clue what that is yet. I mean, it was tobacco too, but I don't know the brand. And it is really old. I mean, even the handwriting on there is really old. I can't even read it. It's the old Sütterlin, which is the really old, the old. Here's another toy for myself. A card game with ships. Unfortunately, it has the newer ocean liners and oil tankers. I was hoping for the tall ships, which I used to have when I was a kid, but I don't have anymore. This piece, I have no clue what this even is. It looks like something from the, whatchamacallit, with a thread. One of those machines where you make thread or whatever, or you make stuff with. But I just love the shape. It looked like a ship, and I was hoping that maybe this piece in the middle I can move up, make into the mast, and build a ship out of this. Who knows? But it was cheap, and it's old. And I totally love it. It's a beautiful old, if you look at it, if you can see it here, beautiful old wood. It is really nice. And yeah, this does spin. Spindle, is that the word I was looking for? Anyways, you know what I mean. And I got a few little porcelain kitties and puppies. Here's the puppy. He is not marked, but he's cute. I like him. And here's the Gerbil kitty. No, it's not the Gerbil. There's another one I have. That's a Gerbil. This is just marked with a number. But it's such a cute kitty. Look at him. He's happy. Happy gray and white kitty with little tiger stripes. this tiny one. This is another, that one was like the throw-in. I spent a certain amount of money, which was not a lot of money, and I asked them what could I get for the last euro, and she gave me that. And that's big enough, small enough to fit into my little type, what do they call it, those little drawers, type drawers that they used to have the letters in back in the old days for newspapers when they were making them by hand. Yeah, I have one of those on the wall which has little kitties like that. So that will have friends. And this is the Gerbil. What do they call him? Porcupine. He's so cute. I like him. And he's a little small. These are the nice small little pieces that are easy to ship. But he's just beautiful. I like him. And then there is another piece that fits into the type set, whatever, drawer. Type drawer. A little piggy. Tiny piggy. It's so cute. I love those cute little thingies. I had a blast with my friend Carmen. We went to several stores and a flea market, and two flea markets actually. We had a blast. She does not normally do that. She did that as a favor to me because she knew that I wanted to do that, wanted to go shopping, and we ended up going shopping every day. And it was fun. She had fun too, and she was telling me that she normally doesn't do that, but every once in a while she enjoys it, and I'm glad she did. She did enjoy it. Well, then otherwise we would have done something else. I mean, it's like, I obviously am not going to drag someone to a flea market if they don't enjoy the flea market. That defeats the purpose of visiting friends and hanging out together and you know, having fun and being together. Then there's another Pelican. I think this used to be a typewriter ribbon pen, because Pelican is a company that makes pens and fountain pens. We used to have those when I was a kid in school. And then check out this cool piece. I have no clue what this is for. I think of a gondola from Venice. That's what this reminds me of. It's glass. It has a couple of these things which could make it an ashtray, but I don't think so. It's too nice to be an ashtray. It's really beautiful. And then again, the cobalt blue. That's a real nice piece that I picked up. And then there is another real nice piece that I picked up, which is KPM. It's another one of these beautiful cobalt blue vases. And it's got a handle just similar to the other one that I have, which is mostly white. But this one is KPM. And KPM is the very, very good, pricey and famous brand. And this is a newer one. But I don't care, I just like it. It's just a beautiful piece. And I seem to have a whole lot of cobalt blue stuff now that I have to get back to Phoenix. Somehow, I don't know how. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. And there's a little wooden key. This is like the kind where I could put rings on. I'm not sure if it's sturdy enough to hold rings. They used to sell those for rings. Kitties and dogs and stuff. But I just like the kitties. What can I do? You know, I'm a tiger, so I like kitties. And then I have this really cool mid-century modern piece, which is, it has the lid, and it is also marked. There it is. Yeah, Winterling. Winterling is one of the nicer companies. My favorite is Ozentar, but Winterling is nice. And the gold is in really good shape. I hope I get that home in 2 pieces. And then I have a couple of these little Ozentar collector mugs, cups. I know I've seen them before. These were really a good deal. I saw them on the same day I bought these. I went to one of these antique stores and we saw the same ones, different designs, but the very same. I mean, this is a whole series. They had all sorts of different designs on these. Love the way the handle is made. And they were selling them for like 5-7 times what I paid for mine. I mean, they were like asking for Real good price, but that was a store too. And then there is, of course, a little tiger cup, which is, again, it's not old, it's nothing famous, nothing special, but it's tiger. What can I do? That goes in my tiger collection. Then I have this really nice piece. This was actually given to me by my friend Villeroy and Boch. So that is a real nice piece. That one is up for sale. And then I have a whole collection of these little coaster type things with different flowers. So these are six of them. So anyone who is looking for these, I could split them up. I could sell them in a set, or I could sell them in 2 sets of 3, but 3 doesn't really make sense. Then I could probably put them in 1 set of 4 and 1 set of 2. And then for myself, I got this little cup, which has a very northern German saying on it about the rum that you drink out of it. And it is a German, not the new Japanese one, not the new Chinese ones that they have. This is the original German kind. This is also for me. I also picked that up because of the name on it, because of the memories from my childhood. Then I got these eggs. These are all, I mean, yeah, it's not Easter, but these are all Eastern European. I believe they're Russian. Ah, shoot, now I need to find my trusty little board. See that? They have some real nice designs, different designs. One of them has some crazing because they're lacquered. This one has some crazing on the lacquer, but they're really nice. They are really nice. And I have, what else do we have? Nice 60s or so looking thermometer. Of course it's in Celsius. Americans may not appreciate it, but I just like the style. And I found this totally cool old pair of glasses in the original cardboard thing. And this is even the original twine where the thing is broken is still on there. This one is one of those that you wonder who wore those, what happened to this person, who was this person. It's definitely from the 1930s, 40s. So who knows where that came from. I'll be thinking about that though. I do. And I found again for myself a little fridge magnet of my favorite little mouse, Diddle. I love my little Diddle. I got a Diddle doll in my car. I got Diddle stationery. I got Diddle stuff, and I have some Diddle fridge magnets. Actually, one of them was given to me by my mom many moons ago. She knew I liked him. Then I have another one of these little. This is for sewing, and some thread goes in there, and it's got these little holes where the thread comes out. I have no idea what that is, how that worked, how they did that. But it's a real nice tin, small, very small tin. And here's another Diddle, again for myself, brand new in the box, a wall clock. Plus it's purple, plus it has a football player Diddle. So that's really something that works for me. That totally works for me. So what else do we have? I just got a whole set of little cigarette cards of German actors. Back in the 1930s or so, they came out with these. They put those in cigarettes, so people would buy the cigarette brand to collect these cards. And of course, they have the little thing on the back. It says which movie star it is, and the cigarette brand is on there. They are just a whole random collection. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Those I got a real good deal on them, so they weren't too expensive. But they're original, and the hand-colored, whoops, sorry about that. The hand-colored ones, they're really nice. So yeah, I really like those. Then I found a sewing place, well, a sewing stand at the flea market. They have all these old, like, buttons and things, again, on the original. That's what I really like about it, is the graphics. That's why I picked these up. These are for, like, pillows and stuff. Back in the day, we used to button the pillows and sheets with them, and the duvet covers. This is a newer one, but a little bit newer, I think, but oh shoot, yeah, I only have 2 hands, I'm so sorry. But this is a real nice design too. Even though I don't think it's that much newer. It's Pelmwood, it's mother of pearl. It says real mother of pearl. And it's still in plastic. Now that's what I really like about it, it's complete. And here's another one of those that's a real nice design too, for the ones for pillows and stuff. And oh yeah, and I picked up this little guy, which my cousin doesn't like it. I do like it. It looks kind of like 60s. I do like this bird, and I do like the design. That's a very small plate, and it's swoosh, handmade. It's marked in the back, so it's hand painted. And I have a collection of pins and brooches. This one is the purple one. It's not anything valuable, but it's purple. There's one from Hamburg, which I just really like for myself again. I lived in Hamburg for a year or so. Then there's an Edelweiss, which is that little, I forgot to look them up in English, the flower that grows in Bavaria. It's now protected. Back in those days they were able to pick it and make jewelry out of it. Not anymore. It's now protected. And I really have fat fingers, so it's really hard for me to show these pieces. But that's a real nice brooch. I really like this piece. And I think this is silver too. I have a couple that are silver. I don't know where they are now. I think I misplaced them. But they were just little, and there's a little moon. This came from my friend too. I'm throwing stuff away. Everything is fine, nothing broke. Here is another little owl. Owl sitting on the moon, which I don't know why the owl sits on the moon. And again, it's a cobalt blue moon. Blue moon, yeah. This one is very like 60s looking, I think. I'm having a hard time between 60s and 70s. But this looks more 60s. And here's a little hummingbird. Now these are all old-fashioned jewelry. And here's one of these. The other one I'm missing, I think. I don't know, I misplaced it somewhere. I had 2 of these. This one is silver. So this was about it. Oh wait, there's a whole stack of ephemera. Ephemera, German. Now I don't know if you all are interested in German stuff. And this is gonna be a pain to get home too, because it's heavy. Look at this stack. Now this is like from the 1930s. It has pictures. It's really hard for me to show, but I'll do my best. And now the bigger ones are magazines from, there's 2 of them from, look like from the 60s. It's about wool. It's people who work with wool. I mean, who work with, or hobby, who knit, who make stuff out of wool. And they are like, I don't know why I'm I'm looking at them thinking, if I look at them and you see them too, right? In my eyes. But they have like pictures, and they have patterns for stuff that you can make. And then I have another, I think this is 60s, oh no, that's older. Human and photography. This is women, this is which, uomo e fotografia, I think that's Italian. Human and photography. And that's an older one too, and it has some nice pictures. I'm finding nice pictures. Yeah, but it's a real nice, oops, there's more pictures. Here we go. It's a real nice magazine. I mean, these I got a good deal on where I couldn't refuse. Then there's more older German ones. Like this one is specifically made for the soldiers. And it looks like World War II soldiers. It's got the address on here, like on the back. So this could be sent, I guess. And these are little magazines, little stories that I guess you were supposed to send to the troops out there fighting the war. This is missing the cover, but it is from the Quelle, like the catalog, the company, like the mail order company that used to, well, it had those nice catalogs. And this is a yearbook. Now I don't know what that is all about, but I have to look at that. It's in German. Here's a historic calendar 1938, and it has color. This is a real nice piece too. It's not in that good a shape, but it's from 1938. I mean, it's like what, 90 some, 80 some years old. And then I have 3 little vinyl records. I bought those for the covers because I love those graphics, but they're also in excellent shape, so they can be played. Those are all musicals. This one has a little bit of a spot right here, unfortunately, but it's at least in the orange part. It's not in the picture. So this was it. Yes, I traveled back with all the stuff in that little suitcase. Well, some of it was in my backpack too, but yeah, that little suitcase came in handy. And it only cost me like $5.50, I think. He wanted 10 euros, which would have been like 13 bucks or something like that. And I told him I gave him 5. He took it. I expected him to come back at 7. But it's a nice old leather case, which needs some work. But I'm sure it can be made up again with help. I just gotta find some help. There's a little bit of an issue on the back where the leather is actually starting to split, but I think that can even be, and even if not, the rest is in good shape. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. But hey gang, that was it. And in a week I'll be getting ready for my flight home. So next week I'll be coming back to you from Phoenix, Arizona. But then I gotta fly home first, then I gotta get over jet lag, then I gotta unpack. So it'll be a little bit. I did take some footage at the stores, but because of the amount of people and the German laws, I just really wasn't able to film at the flea market. It's too much. If I can figure out to edit it somehow together, I may still post that before I leave here. But we've had issues with the internet for the last couple of days too. So we haven't had internet here at the house. Something about them doing an update and I don't know what they're doing. It's weird. Either way, you know the deal. You all keep it real. Bye. Boom.